tough losses to Storley and Perry?
Yeah, it feels good, but I mean, those losses weren't, rough. So I mean, it feels good to get bounced back after a loss to Storley, yeah. And especially being on the other side of a tight one. When you lose 4-3, it's a kick in the rear. And when you win 4-3, it's still a kick in the rear. Because I got to start putting more points up.
Mike, you talked about 40 seconds left, and it looked like he was already taking you down. How did you get out of it? How were you able to score this to take down yourself?
No, there is no gimmies in wrestling. I mean, if there were gimmies, you wouldn't do the wrestling match. You battle every position, and you got to keep your composure. I mean, that's what I did. I was stingy as I could in that position. He was in deep, and I just stayed focused on scoring. And when I got my opportunity, I took advantage of it, and that's how I did get the score.
Penn State's had a little bit of advantage over Iowa recently. How much does this help this team regain some momentum?
It definitely helps. You got a lot of guys who are counting Iowa out, I think, for the most part, because I guess Penn State's kind of had the reign for a while. I mean, for the past 2 years or so, as long as I've been in college. So I mean, it's really going to help with the momentum with our fans a lot too. And we know we can do it. We just showed we can do it. So I don't know. It's just going to snowball.
Do you think it puts any doubt maybe in their minds and gives other people around the country hope as well?
Yeah, I mean, when you're poking holes in people's sails, there's going to be other doubters. There's going to be other teams that are going to try to take a piece out of Penn State. But Penn State's a good team. They're going to bounce back from this, I guarantee it. So we got to bounce back and move forward from our win and come back and wrestle them harder when we hit them again.
Have you become the upper weight leader for this team? Have you gone up as a lighter weight leader?
I don't know.
In other words, a lot of their Penn State strength was their upper weights, but you seem to stop it with your victory.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this was one of the swing matches if you look at it on paper, but I mean, I don't know. You're going to have, every guy's going to step up and be a leader when they get the opportunity. Maybe I've had more opportunities to step up and be a leader, and you see that more often, I guess, but I guess that's what the point now.
Sorry if you already addressed this, but can you talk about the scramble that led to your winning takedown?
Yeah, got caught out of position and gave up that deep shot, and I kept cool, and I didn't bail. I kept my mind focused on scoring that takedown and not giving up the takedown. And when I got my opportunity, I took it and got my hips out and reattacked.
Do you hear anything on the sideline that helped you go in that situation?
You do. Is that tough? Yeah, you do, but I mean, sometimes you just block it out. You get your adrenaline going so much. It's kind of hard.
Mike, you probably knew at the beginning of the night that you had a match that could be a big one in this dual meet. One, do you look at that stuff and you think about that ahead? And two, did that change the mindset at all?
No, I mean, you can, if you look at it on paper, that's how you're going to end up looking at it. But you got to look at every match the exact same as you look at the match in front of you. Yeah, it's not going to change. I'm still going to go out there and I'm still going to try to whoop tail and come out with the W. So.
Bobby, the meet was on the line when you came out tonight. Were you feeling the extra pressure?
I guess it's my third time being in that situation. I was 0-2 against OT State, Minnesota, on some top-notch guys where I could make a statement. And it was just one of those matches, looking at it on paper, like Mike said, that we needed. We might have needed it by bonus points, or we might have just needed it, but coming down to my preparation itself, it's just another match. I got to get my hand raised at the end.
Does getting an early takedown in that match kind of help to get that?
In a way, but also in a way where you can feel the guys start really you know, he's moving his feet, moving his hands at the beginning and then at the end of that first period, he starts to slow down. That builds in your mind too.
Both East Coast guys, what's it like being in front of 15-7 and Carver wrestling on a night like tonight?
I guess that's why you come here, you know. You see the pictures, you know, you come here on your recruiting trips. Like I said, I didn't even come down to the arena until 184. Warmed up upstairs, but I'm sitting there in the lounge listening to it. I can feel people, you know, stomping. And it's not, no bleachers or nothing like that. You know, it's 10 or 15 feet of concrete above your head. You know what's going on. You just got to keep your mind right.
Thank you, guys. We'll bring in Tom here in a second. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Mike.